Hey guys, so Chris here, and today I just wanted to go over how I learned the swivel technique, because this was a game changer for me in terms of double pedal drumming and getting to all those fast tempos. So I just want to begin with that for the longest time, or at least a couple years, I had played with heel up. And I found that that was a very natural movement, as I think it is for most players. So I was very comfortable with that for a while, and I hadn't gotten into all the crazy double pedal songs or music that I began to play later on. So it sufficed. But later on I started seeing more drummers using this technique, and some of those included George Calais, the YouTube drummer you may know, Krim, and a couple others. And I thought I'd give it a go because I was at a bit of a point where, I wanted to start playing faster music. I was listening to Slipknot and, bands like that back in the day, and I needed something to take me to the next level, and that's where I came across the swivel technique. And first I did actually kind of do trial and error among the other techniques, such as heel down and the heel toe technique, which is kind of like a seesaw thing, and the swivel. But the problem I faced was that, for example, with the heel down, I would find that my shin started to really burn because of just the motion, obviously. And with heel up, I just couldn't quite get fast enough before my legs just felt like they were doing all the work. And then also heel toe, I just found to be such a technical movement, which I'm sure, of course, if I had stuck with it, I would have eventually got the hang of. But what I found is it allowed me to eventually gain much more control over my double pedal playing at higher tempos. Now I'll say that it probably only took me around a couple of weeks to really get the grasp of this movement, because at first obviously it feels really weird and unnatural, but you kind of get into the pattern and this routine of doing it. And so what I found is actually that once I was starting to speed up and play higher tempos, is my feet now actually just fall into this movement much more naturally, actually without me even thinking about it. But in the beginning it's definitely a matter of kind of concentrating on that pattern and really ingraining that into your body. And yeah, it can take a few weeks, but I think it's well worth it, because for me what it really allowed was a great amount of control when I was playing at higher tempos. So here are a couple of clips of me just jamming with the swivel technique so you can see what it looks like. And one thing that I will mention is, as you saw, I use Axis longboards, and I remember hearing this advice early on that longboards were good for the swivel, because what would tend to happen is, if this was the pedal, your foot would eventually start sliding down as you were doing the swivel. So I did invest in the Axis longboard. This is probably 5-6 years ago or something, and I think it made a big difference. I can still apply this technique on normal pedals, but longboards just give you that extra edge because you can sit a bit more comfortably at the bottom of the pedal. So if you are looking into this, then maybe you want to consider that, because that's something that definitely helped me. So here's a clip of me playing slow. clip of me playing faster. But yeah guys, so this was just an opportunity for me to really give my 2 cents. I know there's plenty of tutorials online, but it's just something that I know helped me greatly, and I still use the swivel technique to this day. So hopefully I can help some of you guys if you haven't watched other videos on it, or you still don't know much about double pedal techniques, or you're new to this. Otherwise, if not, and you do play at higher tempos with different techniques, then let me know down below, because I'd actually be really interested in what's worked for you. And yeah, so the only thing to it now is to just go practice, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.